Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Give me a moment. Page number 183. The balance sheet of Mr. Mama, Kaka, and Baba. Okay, there are three partners, Mama, Kaka, and Baba, who shared profit and loss in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 3. So there were three partners and they were sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 3. One small balance sheet has given to you as usual, and below the balance sheet there are few adjustments also. Let's discuss all adjustments one by one. Kaka retired on 1st April 2018 on the following term. Who retired? Kaka. Okay. So after retirement of Kaka, now you tell me what would be the new ratio. After retirement of Kaka, what would be the new profit sharing ratio? First, answer my question. Bolo.
4:3.
4 is to 3. Confirm.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Okay, after retirement of Kaka, what would be my new ratio? 4 is to 3, right? So there are three partners. Tell me the name of partners. Mama, Kaka, and Baba. So there are three partners here. Mama, Kaka, and Baba. Okay. So there are three partners. And who is going to retire? The Kaka is going to retire, right? And what is the ratio?
4:3:3.
Mama is retired, right? and the ratio is, wait, let me see, okay, 4 is to 3 is to 3. This is the ratio. If Kaka is retired, so cancel the ratio. So new ratio will be 4 is to 3. तो न्यू रेशियो क्या बन जाएगा? 4 is to 3. समझ में आया सबको? अभी मालूम पड़ा हाउ टू सॉल्व, हाउ टू कैलकुलेट न्यू प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो? ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते. See the adjustment first. What is the first adjustment? Kaka retired on 1st April 2018 on the following term. Number 1, the share of Kaka in goodwill of the firm valued 2700. So what is the share of Kaka's goodwill? 2700. So this is the first entry which we are going to pass in retirement, goodwill. Now tell me what will be the entry for goodwill? What will be the entry for goodwill? Come on. Yes. What will be the entry for goodwill? बोलो, गुडविल का एंट्री क्या आएगा?
Goodwill account debit to Kaka's capital account.
जी, गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट टू काकास कैपिटल अकाउंट. वेरी गुड. लिखो, एंट्री लिखो ये. गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट टू काकास कैपिटल अकाउंट. राइट डाउन दिस एंट्री. एंट्री आएगा गुडविल raised up to share of काका. राइट, जो पार्टनर रिटायर हो रहा है उसी के शेयर तक गुडविल को रेज करना है. तो एंट्री बनेगा इसका गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट टू गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट टू काकास कैपिटल अकाउंट. Goodwill account debit to Kaka's capital account because Kaka is going to retire, right? And what is the amount? The amount is 2700. The amount is 2700. Okay, so this will be the entry for Kaka's goodwill. Is that clear? Next is furniture to be depreciated by 10% and motor car by 12.5%. So do one thing, tick mark furniture and tick mark motor car. Tick mark furniture and tick mark motor car. किया. Then next is livestock to be appreciated by 10% and plant by 20%. So tick mark livestock and tick mark plant. A provision of 2000 to be made for a claim of compensation. This we will discuss after some time. Fifth, RDD is no longer necessary. Tick mark dater. RDD is no longer necessary. Tick mark dater. Sixth, the amount payable to Kaka, should be transferred to his loan account. The amount payable to Kaka should be transferred to his loan account. Okay. Understood? So start करें. Are you ready with the format? So very simple problem. As I told you, retirement is easier than admission. So this is my advice. Do retirement rather than admission. Retirement करके जाओ, admission difficult है. And the two benefit of retirement is if you done with retirement, it means you are done with death also. If you understood retirement, it means you understood death also. Both are interconnected chapter. Retirement and death both are interconnected chapter. Majority concepts are same. There will be few changes. Otherwise, all part will be same. So retirement is easy. Admission is difficult. I'm not saying don't do admission. Yes, you have to do admission also. But in exam, if you get chance to solve retirement, then go with retirement rather than admission. सब कुछ पढ़ के जाना है. See, you have a lot of time now. Your exam will be in May or maybe in June. Now your college will not start in January also. Okay? It is not fixed. New virus came. नया वायरस आ गया है भाई पूरी दुनिया में. तो अभी तो सब पेन है वापस. तो कुछ भी स्टार्ट नहीं होने वाला है. So you have a lot of time. Your exam will be in May month. Most probably in May month. तो बहुत टाइम है, प्रैक्टिस करो. Understood? Are you ready with format?
Yes, sir.
मामा काका बाबा. Okay, Mama, Kaka, Baba. This is the name of partners. Okay, start करो. First entry से. First, what we have to do is we will transfer all the assets and liability. The first is cash. So transfer this into cash account to balance brought down. The amount of cash is 4,500. Next is sundry debtor in asset side, 5,000. Okay, leave two lines. Then livestock, 12,500. Inner column. Then motor car, 4,000. Furniture, 17,500. And plant, 20,500. Okay. Now come to liability side. Supplier. Suppliers means creditor. Suppliers means what? Creditors. Don't get confused. Bracket mein you can mention supplier. It is 7,000. Loan, 5,000. General reserve and capital account. So first we will write capital account. Buy balance brought down. 20, 15, 12. Right. So 20,000, 15,000 and 12,250. And then write general reserve. 6250. Okay, so now distribute this general reserve among the partners, Mama, Kaka, and Baba in their profit sharing ratio. In last lecture, I know I have taught you how to distribute amount among the partners according to their ratio. Do it and let me know the answer. Yes, are you done? Distribute किया?
सर
आया तुमको distribute करने? How to distribute?
Yes, sir.
माइक बंद करो. Yeah, there are three partners. Mama, Kaka, Baba, right? And what is the amount? General Reserve 6250. General Reserve is 6250. Now this amount we have to distribute among the all three partners, that is Mama, Kaka and Baba. Okay, in their profit sharing ratio. And what is their profit sharing ratio? 4 is to 3 is to 3. Okay, so this is their profit sharing ratio, 4 is to 3 is to 3. So first what we have to do is total, take the total of ratio. 4 is to 3 is to 3, it means 10. Okay, when we total the ratio, answer will be 10. Now divide 6250 by 10. The answer is 625. Okay, now multiply this 625 with ratio, so you will get your answer. So when you multiply 625 into 4, 625 into 3, and 625 into 3, so you will get your answer. 625 into 4, how much?
2500.
2500. Okay, 625 into 3, 1800, 1850, or 75. Yes, 1875. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So this is for Mama, this is for Kaka, and this is for Baba. So Mama, Kaka, and Baba. So we have distributed amount among the Mama, Kaka, and Baba in their profit sharing ratio. Now transfer this amount here in account. Okay, what is the amount of Mama? Tell me the amount of Mama.
2500.
2500, either 1875, 1875. Is that clear? So this is 2500, 1875, and 1875. Now, so the posting part is over. Now come to the adjustment part. The first adjustment was goodwill, right? Yes. What was the entry of goodwill? What you passed entry of goodwill? Goodwill account debit to, बोलो क्या entry pass किया तुमने? What you passed?
Account debit to Kaka's capital account.
Yes, goodwill account debit to Kaka's capital. So goodwill account debit to, here we will write to Kaka's capital. Okay, and the amount was 2700. Is that clear? So second effect will go in Kaka's capital by goodwill. In Kaka's column, 2700. Is that clear? Okay. Now come to the next adjustment. Furniture to be depreciated by 10%. Okay. See, the earlier it was 17,500. Now it is depreciated. So depreciated means plus or minus? Minus. So less depreciation. Depreciated by 10%. So 17,500 cut 10%. So 1750. Okay. So 17,500 minus 1750, you will get your answer. 17 minus 1, 16. 16 minus 16,500 minus 750. So answer is 15,000. 15,750. Is that correct? 15,750. Just check and let me know. Is this correct answer? When you minus 1750 from 17,500, so you will get 15,750. Is this correct answer? I think it's right. Yes, is this correct answer? Yeah, it is correct answer. Now the second effect of depreciation, we will write in revaluation account debit side because it is our loss. As I told you, whenever your assets value decreases, it is your loss, and loss we will transfer into revaluation account debit side to furniture. 1750. Okay. The next is, and motor car by 12.5%, right? Motor car by 12.5%. So less depreciation. 12.5%. So what is the 12.5% of 4,000? What is the 12.5% of 4,000? Take 12.5% of 4,000 and let me know the answer. Below 12.5% of 4,000. कितना आया? 12.5% कितना होता है रे? हाँ, व्हाट इज द 4,000 का 12.5%? नहीं आता है? क्या करने का देखो, 4,000 का 1% निकालो. It's 400, right? Yes. So 400 into 12.5 करो. 40, sorry, not 400. 40. 40 into 12.5 करो. You will get your answer. Division is difficult, but multiplication is simple. So 40 into 12.5. कभी भी अगर कुछ पॉइंट में आए, so how to calculate? देखो फिर से बताता हूँ, कभी भी कोई चीज अगर पॉइंट में आता है तो घबराने का नहीं. देखो यहाँ पे फिर से क्या बोला है, टेक 12.5% ऑफ 4,000, सो 12.5. ठीक है, अब ये 0.5 है, 40 इंटू 12.5 करो. क्या है प्रॉब्लम? कितना आंसर आया? 500 आया. 500 is
Yes.
the answer. Okay, fine. Yeah. So our answer is 500. ठीक है? So take 500 over here. 4,000 minus 500, answer is 3,500. And the second effect of 500. Second effect of 500 कहाँ जाएगा? बोलो. Debit side to motor car. Why? Because it is loss. 500. Okay. Next adjustment. Livestock to be appreciated by 10%. Oh, so livestock is appreciated. So appreciated means plus. Here we have to plus. We have to add appreciation by 10%. Oh, good. So it is appreciated by 10% means 1250. Add 1250 plus करेंगे. So when you plus 1250 in 12,500, the answer will be, आंसर कितना है बेटा? 12,500 plus 1250. 13,750. Am I right? 13,750. Okay. And the second effect of this 1250, revaluation account credit side. Why? Because it is appreciation. Appreciation means profit. In profit, we will record revaluation account credit side. So this is by livestock 1250. Okay. Next is, after livestock, what next? Plant by 20%, and plant is appreciated by 20%. So add appreciation. Okay. So 22,500 plus appreciated by 20%, right? So what is the 20% of 22,500? What is the 20% of 22,500? It is 4,500. Okay, good. Plus karo 22,500 plus 4,500. 27,000. Right? Yeah, sir. Right. So it is 27,000. 22,500 plus 4,500. It is 27,000. The second effect of appreciation 4,500 will be transferred to where? Revaluation account credit side. Yes. By plant. 4,500. Is that clear? Because it is appreciation. Appreciation means profit. So profit we have to transfer into credit side. ठीक है, is that clear? Next is
Yes.
a provision of 2000 to be made for a claim of compensation means what? देखो प्रोविजन का मतलब क्या होता है, what does provision means? Provisions means you have to keep you have to keep how much? 2000 aside for compensation. For compensation means what? Suppose if you have to pay if you have to pay any compensation to anyone, any person, बराबर, तो you have to make provision for it. Like for example, you know ना कि your fees is suppose 20,000. Let's take example, your fees is 20,000. Now you join the classes, so you have to keep 20,000 aside. You have to make provision of 20,000. Why? Because it is your liability. It is your liability. Once you join the classes, your liability started. Okay, so once you join the classes, your liability starts, and for that you have to keep 20,000 aside, because it is your liability. You because you have to pay 20,000 in future, barabar, not today, but obviously in future. Once you complete your classes, you have to pay 20,000 to your classes, to your sir. Am I right? So for that, all we always do, we always make provision for it. We always make provision means what? Reserve. Provision means what? Reserve for expense, that is called provision. Provision means what? Reserve. Make reserve for expenses, not for income. Make reserve for expenses, that is called provision. So once you clear your 12th, you will be in 13. Okay, now you decide. Now you decided, yes, I will take BMS. So you know now what is the fees of BMS. Yes, if you take, if you get some good college, so fees will be like 30,000, 40,000. So you have to make provision for it. बराबर ना, तुमको उसको प्रोविजन करना पड़ेगा. You have to reserve 30,000. You have to reserve 40,000 for payment of fees. So provision is always your liability. Provision is always liability. Just take note of it. Provisions हमेशा liability होता है. भविष्य में खर्चा होने वाला है, उसके लिए पैसा आज से जमा कर दिया. See, you all are girls, right? Most of the are girls. Only 2 or 3 are boys. So your mom, dad must have make provision. They must have made some provisions for your marriage. बराबर ना, फ्यूचर में तुम्हारी शादी करनी पड़ेगी, एंड देयरफॉर दे मस्ट हैव मेड सम प्रोविजन. सो प्रोविजन इज व्हाट? प्रोविजन इज लायबिलिटी. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे नो दे हैव टू स्पेंड दिस अमाउंट इन फ्यूचर. सो प्रोविजन वो हमेशा लायबिलिटी होता है. भविष्य में खर्चा होने वाला है, उसके लिए आज से पैसा जमा किया. सो रिजर्व फॉर एक्सपेंसेस इज कॉल्ड प्रोविजन. समझ में आया कॉन्सेप्ट? प्रोविजन क्या होता है? रिजर्व फॉर एक्सपेंसेस इज कॉल्ड प्रोविजन. सो हियर what your question says, a provision of 2000 to be made for a claim of compensation. compensation का मतलब क्या होता है? वर्तर. हम लोग उसको बोलते हैं वर्तर. compensate करना. बराबर. देखो मैंने आपको पढ़ाया, राइट? आप मेरे को फीस दोगे, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड compensation. है ना? कंसिडरेशन. कॉम्पनसेट किया आपने ना, मैंने आपको पढ़ाया तो आपने मेरे को फीस दिया. सो व्हाट यू डिड compensate. यू compensate योर माय टीचिंग. मैंने आपको पढ़ा है, उसके बदले में आपने मेरे को पैसा दिया. दैट इज कॉल्ड कॉम्पनसेशन. बराबर है? तो कभी कभी क्या होता है, कुछ फैक्ट्री वगैरह में वर्कर के साथ हादसे हो जाते हैं, एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है. तो इन दैट एक्सीडेंट तुम लोग ने सुना होगा, कंपनी नीड टू कॉम्पनसेट टू देयर वर्कर. बराबर ना? बिकॉज नाउ द एक्सीडेंट हैपेंड. ड्यू टू एक्सीडेंट नाउ वर्कर विल नॉट वॉन्ट बी वर्क. वो काम नहीं कर पाएगा. And due to this, company need to compensate with 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, whatever amount decided by company, they need to compensate to their worker. उसको पैसा देना पड़ेगा, उसको compensate करना पड़ेगा. That is called compensation, right? So what is compensation? Provision for compensation is liability. In simple term, you can write provision for compensation is our liability. Now we are going to create liability over here. We are not going to create assets. We are going to create liability over here. So first effect obviously will come in liability side. Provision for claim compensation, or claim, okay, provision for claim compensation. Okay, so first effect in liability, how much, what is the amount? 2000. Provision for compensation is our liability, 2000. Now you tell me second effect in revaluation account, but debit side or credit side. Every adjustment has two effect, one in balance sheet, one in revaluation account. But now you tell me the second effect will be in revaluation account, debit side or credit side.
Debit side.
Why debit side?
लॉस है सर, क्लेम दिया है ना इसलिए.
Yes, it is loss. It is loss.
लाइबिलिटी.
Yes, why it is loss? Because sir, due to provision for claim, our liability is increases. Due to provision for claim, our liability going increases. देखो increase हो रहा है हमारा liability ना. Before provision of claim, there were only two liabilities, creditor and loan. Now due to provision for claim, we have added one more liability. So adding of liability, adding of burden, obviously it is loss. Okay, now adding of assets is profit, but adding of liability is our loss. It will be considered as loss. Here now we are adding our liability. हम 2000 liability को और add कर रहे हैं, so it is to be considered as loss. Okay, and that's why the second effect will be go in revaluation account debit side to claim compensation, 2000. Okay, liability बढ़ना वो loss होता है. ये liability बढ़ गया. Earlier there was two liability, creditor and loan. Now we added one more liability, so it is to be considered as loss. And that's why second effect in revaluation account debit side, claim compensation. Understood? Next is, see the next adjustment. RDD is no longer necessary. This adjustment, I know I have already taught you this adjustment. Now I want answer from your side. RDD is no longer necessary. Tell me, what will be the effect of RDD? Should I plus, should I minus, or should I ignore? You answer. RDD is no longer necessary.
सब प्लस होगा ना.
Plus होगा. How it will plus?
सब 500 प्रॉफिट होगा.
Yes, 500 is your profit because earlier we made RDD 500. Now your adjustment says RDD is no longer necessary. Means now you no need to maintain that 500. Barabar? So 500 will be eliminated. So obviously it is your profit. So in outer column, 5000 will come, right? In outer column 5000, because now we no need to maintain RDD. You see, earlier debtor was 4500. Now we no need to maintain RDD. So now in outer column 5000 will come. Okay, and the second effect will be in credit side. Why? Because it is our profit. It is our profit now. We saved our RDD. RDD is no longer necessary. It means our loss, we saved our loss. So second effect will come in credit side by RDD 500. Good morning. ओके, अंडरस्टूड, अंडरस्टूड द कॉन्सेप्ट.
Yes.
देखो पहले
Yes.
डेटर में आरडीडी लगाया था 500 का. Now we no need to maintain that RDD, so we saved our loss. So that's why second effect came revaluation account credit side 500. Okay, now we are done with all adjustment. See the last adjustment, the amount payable to Kaka should be transferred to his loan account. This is the last part of the problem, right? So first we have to take totaling, calculate revaluation account. Which side is heavier, debit or credit? I think credit side is heavier. Take the total of credit. The total of credit is 6250. So take 6250. Okay. So from 6250 minus total of debit.
2000.
4250. Yes. So you will get 2000. This 2000 is profit or loss? This,
Profit.
Profit.
yes. This 2000 is profit. Okay. This 2000 is profit. Now distribute this 2000 among all partners, Mama, Kaka and Baba. We have to distribute this 2000 among all partners, Mama, Kaka and Baba, in their profit sharing ratio, which is 4:3:3. Distribute to partners capital. Mama, Kaka and Baba. Distribute and let me know the answer. Mama, Kaka and Baba.
800, 600, 600.
800, 600, 600. 800, 600, 600, right? 800, 600 and 600. Okay. Now transfer this amount into partners capital account opposite side by revaluation account. Eight hundred, 600, 600. Okay. 800, 600, 600. This much is cleared. This much is done. Now the second part, as I told you, in retirement, you have to, while closing partners capital account, close retiring partners capital account first. We will close first retiring partners capital account. And who is going to retire? Mama, Kaka or Baba? Kaka, right? Kaka is going to retire. Kaka retire होने जा रहा है. So take the total of Kaka. Take the total of Kaka. What is the total of Kaka's capital? The total is 20,175. 20,175. Right in both the side. 20,175, 20,175. Okay. And we have nothing in debit side for minus. See, debit side is empty. We don't have any value in debit side. So the entire 20,175 we will transfer into Kaka's loan account. सर अब ये क्या है कॉन्सेप्ट? अरे यार बहुत बार बताया है तुमको मैंने. See, Kaka is going to retire. So when he is going to retire, definitely he will take his capital from the business. He will take his reserve from the business. He will take his goodwill from the business, and he will take entire profit, his entire profit from the business. So this is 15,000 is what? Yes, 15,000 is this is his capital. 18,750 his reserve. 2,700 his goodwill and 600 his profit. So बेटा जब काका रिटायर होगा तो ये पूरा का पूरा अमाउंट लेके जाएगा ना बिजनेस से. He will take entire money from the business. Whatever money belongs to Kaka, he will take entire money from the business. And what money belongs to Kaka? 20,175. Total Kaka का कितना बनता है? 20,175. But as I told you, Mama and Baba will never pay cash 20,175. Suppose if they pay cash, so they will they may feel shortage of fund. They may feel shortage of fund in future, and that's why they will transfer this 20,175 to his loan account. Is that clear? To his लोन अकाउंट. अंडरस्टूड. ये 20,175 क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? वो लोग ट्रांसफर कहाँ करेंगे? उसके लोन अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर करेंगे. कहाँ ट्रांसफर करेंगे? उसके लोन अकाउंट में. इज दैट क्लियर? वो उसको कैश नहीं देंगे. अगर कैश देंगे तो उनके पास पैसा कम पड़ जाएगा. तो उसको क्या बोलेंगे? मामा और बाबा मिलके काका को बोलेंगे, काका काका तेरा पैसा गया लोन में, अब हम हर महीने तेरे को थोड़ा थोड़ा पैसा चुका देंगे. ठीक है ना? एनी प्रॉब्लम? नो. सो यहाँ पे वी विल राइट to loan account. Okay, 20175 to loan account. Is that clear? This much is clear. Now the second effect of loan, where we treat loan, where we transfer loan liability. Now either you have two options, either you can add in this loan amount. चलो यहाँ पे ऐड कर देता हूँ मैं. 5,000 earlier loan was 5,000, right? Now add Kaka's loan. Add Kaka's loan. What is the amount of Kaka's loan? 20175. So 5,000 plus 20175. The answer is 25,175. मैंने क्या कर दिया? Previous loan में उसको add कर दिया. What I did, what I have done, I have added 20,175 in earlier loan. Got it? Now close the remaining partner's capital. Now take the total of Mama. What is the total of Mama? 23,300. And take the total of Baba. What is the total of Baba? 14,725. Okay. Now write this total in debit side. Again, debit side is empty. $23,300, 14,725. Okay. Write down here to balance carried down. Now transfer this balance into balance sheet, capital account, Mama and Baba. 23,300, 14,725. Take the total of this. 38025. Okay, this much is clear. Now take the total of cash account as it is 4,500. So write 4,500 both this side and take the balance by balance carried down and transfer this balance, cash balance, into asset side, because cash has always assets balance, debit balance. Cash is our assets. That's why we'll transfer into asset side 4,500. Now what about goodwill? We have to transfer goodwill also, because you see the goodwill account is not getting tally. Balance will come. So balance of goodwill always transfer to asset side. Yes, because it is our intangible assets. If your goodwill account is not getting tally, it means you have to transfer the value of goodwill, whatever balance remain left in goodwill account, you have to transfer into asset side by balance carried down 2700. This is goodwill 2700. Okay, is that clear? Now take the total of balance sheet. 70 to 200. Okay, this is the total of balance sheet. Okay, fine, no issue. 70 to 200. Okay, so this is the answer of our problem. I hope you people are understanding. I hope you people are understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. Tomorrow, same time, 12 o'clock. Bye bye. Take care.